Okay, docs, we've got some powerful information in this video. We're going to cover 3 specific points you need to know about. What I'm going to reference are actually the Wall Street Journal, the LA Times, the USA Today, MSN.com. You look at what's going on in healthcare right now, it's out of control. There are so many opportunities, however, for chiropractors within the ObamaCare. I want to spell those out. But a couple quick announcements before I jump into some very detailed information. Number 1, we are doing a webinar on this particular topic that will go for over 1 hour on November the 6th. It's going to be a nighttime call, 9:30 Eastern Time, 6:30 p.m. in California. That's going to be November the 6th. Dynamic information, but a couple things that I want you to realize is that our marketing bonanza this year is going to be like any other event we've ever done. We've got phenomenal speakers, and we've also got some insider info on this information and how you can book more talks, more lectures, why corporations and companies now more than ever are looking for your message. This isn't lip service. It's why I want to do a webinar next week on Wednesday night to spell out exactly the opportunities, and then we're going to expand on that over the next 2 days. This is basically the Wall Street Journal. What it's talking about is how the healthcare exchanges are swamped, how the ObamaCare is creating so many needs within healthcare. The other article that I'm looking at right here, front page of the Sunday LA Times, the healthcare exchanges are off to a busy start. They clog the lines. If you look at some of the glitches, they call them glitches, for the ObamaCare website, they cannot keep up with the traffic. Some states on October the 1st, when they opened their exchanges, crashed the sites because so many people went there. So these are the 3 things we want to jump into. You've got to know this. If any of this is of interest, be on that Wednesday night call and then come to our marketing bonanza December 6th and 7th, because this information is exploding. It just became current and starting October the 1st. So this is all fresh info. I'll tell you, we've got this pegged like nobody else, and it's a great time to be a chiropractor. First thing you need to know is that the insurance exchanges, when they launched them on October the 1st, many of those sites crashed. We are in a day and a time, and I really need you to understand this, where health insurance is changing. You're seeing this in your practice because if people are coming in with deductibles, now you're seeing deductibles, and I've seen it in my practice where they have like $8,900 deductibles. I've never seen that before in my life, yet we had 5 people last week that was their deductible. So it's going towards cash, but these insurance websites, it's changing the game. The best analogy I can give you would be like having a travel agent who used to book your airfare and your hotels, and now we open up Expedia, kayak.com. You can go online and buy your health insurance. You don't need a travel agent. That's what's happening to insurance brokers, and these sites are crashing. The second key thing is that when you work with a company that has a self-insured fund, they are given health refunds next month that they need to spend on wellness next year. So more companies than ever, and this is new and chiropractors don't know this stuff, so join us on that November call, the 6th, because what's happening is companies are being given a health refund. A lump sum of cash, on average, is $18,000, and they need to spend it on wellness programs. That could be you. It could also be the flu shot. The flu shot. You see my point. The third major topic that I want to cover is that insurance brokers, the people that used to write the insurance policies and then sit with human resource directors and tell them what to do, their job is definitely in jeopardy. Their whole industry is freaking out because what we're finding is that people are going online and buying their insurance, and what the brokers need to do is show more value with it. They need to be working with doctors just like you to do lunch and learn talks, to do spinal screenings, by email. They need to do health fairs. They need to do online corporate wellness. They need to keep track of metrics and numbers. Join us for this webinar that's coming up next week, November the 6th. It's a nighttime call. You can ask questions. I will go through this information in detail. So number 1, how the insurance exchanges are changing the game, and why ObamaCare is so important, because state by state, October the 1st, when they opened those exchanges, almost all those sites crashed or had problems with the volume of people buying. The second thing is, it's actually these health refunds. If you can keep companies healthy and well, and there's a metrics and a way to do that, they will get a refund that they can actually pay you to do your marketing. We know because we've been doing it. I've been teaching it to my corporate skeleton key docs, and we will teach it to you at our December 6th and 7th Marketing Bonanza, and we're gonna give you an earful on next week's webinar. Free webinar, join us. And then the third thing is why insurance brokers need you. You see, the insurance brokers need you because they need to add more service. They need to add more quality with whatever insurance policies they're writing, and it's not happening if people jump right online and can buy their policies. It's gonna set wellness backwards. We did another interview. It's a 20-minute podcast on my New Patient Maven website of a guy named John Kale. He will give you the insurance broker's point of view on why they're actively looking for people. This is exploding. We're going to do a free webinar. We're going to make this part of our bonanza. If you don't take action next year in January, your calendar is going to be empty. You're going to be paying companies to set up events and wondering why you have no relationships. Or you can plug into a webinar, or come to our bonanza and understand how this is working to your advantage. And I can spell this out for you. I've been doing it. We've been doing it with a couple hundred docs that follow what I teach. It's brilliant. This is only for the US. I know I've got international listeners, but I'll tell you, this is unlike any other time. And if you really, really want this spelled out and how you can set up more talks and get into more small businesses, large corporations, come to our Marketing Bonanza. We just did another interview with Joe Dispenza. Even if you just want to listen to that MP3 podcast, it's brilliant, brilliant info. But this particular topic of the opportunities in ObamaCare, I get into stuttering and stammering because it's just so good. Check it out. Be on that webinar. You're going to love it, docs. And we will see you December 6th and 7th at the Bonanza.